Hey guys, welcome to TakeFlight. We are off to Knoxville, Tennessee today, and we're going to be talking about what you do after you've made a decision. The first step is not to dive in and start doing things in terms of moving towards your goal, having your plan. You got to do a lot of thinking and a lot of investigating before you get to that point. So we're going to be talking about the investigation stage. So in that discipline acronym, we start with the decision, then we investigate. And what I want you to do is gather the information, the knowledge, talk to mentors, do the things necessary so that you can conceive the best plan possible that's going to take you to your goal. Now there are some challenges when people go and investigate a topic. I want to walk through those with you today and give you some tips on how to avoid the pitfalls. The goal today is just to introduce you to some of these topics, and then in future vlogs we'll dig in a little bit deeper. But here are the things I want you to watch out for. One, failure to brainstorm. Next, a lot of people when they're doing Google searches will have lopsided questioning. I want you to ask better questions during this investigation phase. Third, a lot of times people will use very narrow sources. Fourth, academic research can be a wonderful treasure trove of information, but most people don't feel comfortable accessing that information. Fifth, people oftentimes have this vision that comes from their decision of how things are going to be, but what you really need are some real life stories. You need to talk to some people who have been down the path and get information from them. And finally, you can't be doing all this in your head. You've got to talk to people. All right, it's time for us to jump in the plane and head to Knoxville. We'll talk some more about this through the day and get you ready to do your investigation so that you can come up with the best plan possible to reach your goal. Hey guys, I am not in Knoxville, Tennessee. I flew there and the weather was so bad that I flew my approach down to 200 feet and could not get in, couldn't see the runway, so I had to fly back to Nashville. So I do want to continue with the conversation we started this morning on investigating after you've made your big decision. So it's critical that once you make your decision, that you begin a very thorough investigation process to gather all the information you need to create a really great plan to reach your goal. Now, I mentioned some of those pitfalls, the first one being failure to brainstorm. So you think that you know what you're about to do, you think probably that you've got a lot of good information, but you really may be missing a large body of knowledge or information that might be helpful to you. So I encourage you to brainstorm with some friends and mentors and make sure that all the various paths that are out there you're aware of for the decision that you've made. Number two, a lot of people really struggle with what I call lopsided questions. So say you're going to go do a Google search on how to be successful in real estate. If you Google how to make $1 million in real estate, you're going to get a very biased set of answers. A lot of it is probably not going to be actually very truthful. It's going to be trying to sell you some products or services. You have to look at a balanced set of questions. Instead of looking for how to make $1 million in real estate, you might look for the top real estate people in your community, how to be a successful real estate agent, the challenges to being a successful real estate agent. You're going to have a variety of questions that are on the positive and negative side. So make sure that you don't just have a lopsided question that kind of predisposes what the answer is going to be based on your biases or assumptions. So number three, narrow or poor quality resources. You want to make sure that the resources you're looking at are not kind of cheesy information. A lot of online magazines will put out information that is really geared towards getting you to click through to their sites, but it's not really good information. Look for good quality resources, reputable journals, magazines, research sources. Make sure that you've got some good quality resources. Number four, avoiding academic information. There's a lot of good research in the academic community. It may not appear to be real accessible, but you can get to it by using Google Scholar and looking for those abstracts, as I've mentioned earlier in some of the vlogs I've done Look for the abstracts, read the abstracts. It's got great conclusions that anyone can read and understand, no matter how technical the information. So look at Google Scholar and access that academic information. And number 5, know real stories. You've got to hear the real experiences from people who have done what you're trying to do or something similar. Find those people, get them to talk to you and tell you about their challenges, what they learned through the process. That's going to really increase your knowledge base and help you make a better plan. Number 6, having everything all in your head. You can't do this by yourself. If you just get caught up ruminating and thinking, investigating on your own, you won't even realize all the great information that you're missing. Talk to people, talk to even librarians, mentors, go online to online communities where people have done similar things or are discussing topics that are relevant to what you're trying to do. Get out of your head, talk to others, and get some other experiences tied into your knowledge base. So those are 6 of the pitfalls and some quick strategies on how to avoid them. Investigating is a step that a lot of people want to jump over, because once you've made your decision, you're very excited, you're very motivated, you kind of have this dopamine high. And to slow down and to really think and research and get the best information possible usually isn't exactly what you want to do. But I encourage you to do it. The better your plan, the better the chances are that you're going to have a smooth journey from your decision to your goal accomplishment. So take the time to gather all the information you need. And then next we're going to be talking about sorting through this information in some of the upcoming vlogs. And then you'll get to the part where you conceive your plan. But this step, investigating and building your knowledge base, is a critical step I don't want you to cut short. I'm Tim Coomer. Sorry we didn't make it to Knoxville today. I'm going to tag on some a little bit more aviation video today that I got en route before I realized I wasn't going to be landing in Knoxville and I had to turn around and come back. For those of you who might find that interesting, I'll just tag it on after this vlog. All right, thanks a lot and have a great week.